Yes, I use my products so they don't look perfect. I don't know why this part, my middle part of my nose, just want to show out so much. Take heed, bruh. If you're new here, I am Tati, the auntie with the budget. What does that mean? Your girl likes to splurge a little bit, but she also likes to save coins and give y'all some tips on hair and makeup, fashion, and more. So if you want to see more of that type of content, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Now, today I told y'all it was makeup, but it is a special type of makeup, okay? This started off as a vlog because it's a part of my vlog series for my wedding. So if you want to see the products I used, how I got this style, everything, and if you have some tips, leave them below. But yeah, keep watching, guys. I already put the primer on, and usually I would do my eyebrows right now, but I already did my eyebrows, so I'm going to actually, hold on. I just got a towel because I already am dressed, and I don't have time for the makeup, okay? So I'm going to get my flour powder, which I'm not buying more of yet. We'll see. But I'm gonna get my flour powder, and I'm gonna take this powder puff, and I'm going to just powder my primer. And I don't know if it's the light. I think it is the light and just how much I put on, but I think it's mainly the light. Yeah, because I look a little ashy typically, but typically, yeah, y'all see how it's kind of blending in? That's what I want. So now I'm placing my Juvia's Place concealer in shade 7 on my eye. And I just added a little bit more to my inner corner. I don't really know why, but yeah. And as y'all can see, how I say, in the summer, sometimes this is like a highlight shade. Y'all see, it's kind of like a light highlight shade, but it's also very like skin tone. So that's what I'm gonna be using. Now, while that is drying down, before I blend out my makeup, I do want to talk about just some things that have been coming up that I just thought about recently, which is, my partner talks about this a lot, but I just feel like, especially right now, I'm realizing that it's not just me, you know? And like the things that I could do before and the things that I can do now are not really the same. And this is like my first serious relationship. This is like, I want to say my first relationship in adulthood, but also like one of my first like serious relationships, like since being an adult. And it is just interesting. Things are so different. There's so many things that you have to think about. And I mean, I enjoy it. This is my person. I wouldn't be with him at all. And that's the thing about me. He would not be my partner if I didn't see myself being with him, period. I'm just being straight up with y'all. If I didn't see him as like husband material and somebody I could spend the rest of my life with, he would not have been my boyfriend. I'm that type of person. Like, if you can't get it together, I feel like I don't want to be with you, or we not gonna be in a, like, it's certain things that would keep me from wanting you to be my boyfriend. We not going on until that get fixed. We will not be together. And somebody said this too before, of like, when you're in a healthy relationship, and this has happened before, but when you're in a healthy relationship, especially with like a mature man, it's different. It confronts you different, because you can't just say, well, you do this, or you do this, or you know, like, you really think about, okay, well, what do they do? And how do they respond when I'm feeling this way? And how did they respond to this and that? Because he gives me a lot of space to, you know, like, express myself. And I always think about that, of like, okay, but what if he did this to you? Like, how would you feel? Like, I don't always think about it, but like, when it comes back, it's something that I do. Especially like, you know, sometimes you get mad. Like, when you get mad at me, my mood get ruined. I'm just gonna be so honest. So you get mad, I'll be like, nah, I'm mad. Now you just piss me off. But does that make sense? You get where I'm going, right? Does that make sense? That because you did something to them and you pissed them off, now you're mad at them, and now you gonna act some type of way. See, that. No, because when the shoe's on the other foot, do they do that? No. You feel me? And that's the thing about being in I feel like a healthier relationship. And this is my first time, I think, really talking about my relationship on camera and just talking about it in general. I'm not usually that person. And I think since I've been in a relationship, I've been even more cautious of sharing relationship advice, talking about relationships, anything like that, because I'm not perfect. I don't want no harm. I don't want nobody to be like, hey, you talking about this, but you be doing this and that. Because it's not perfect, okay? But what I will say is, it's amazing. I'm not gonna lie. It is amazing. And I will say that it's the good type of hard. That's what I always say. You know, they say relationships are gonna be hard, but neither one of us believes that means that you gotta be, you know, pulled through the mud. That doesn't mean that. It means that sometimes you're gonna have hard work to do. Sometimes you're gonna have things to work out, and like, you have to be more open, and something reminds you of something else, and it just becomes a whole thing, y'all. So it's the good type of bad. It's something that, like, you gotta have these conversations. It gotta happen, but at the end, you're gonna be better. And I think, see, this nose, I messed it up the same way yesterday. I put a line right here, so I had to put a line right here. I think I'm gonna just stop putting it on my nose because it just ain't giving. Okay, and usually y'all know I would stop here. Ooh, baby, I thought I was gonna keep going off. So the first one was more like my actual highlighted places. This is more like a smaller version of it, so just a little bit. And then I need a little tiny brightness right here, and then a little bit on my nose. Not a lot. As y'all could see, when I do the nose, it's really small. Like, you couldn't even see it from back there, how much I put on the nose. That's how I like to usually do it. But baby, it is what it is. And I really like my concealer to set. Both of these concealers are not very mattifying concealers. So I was actually worried about the powder, like the one size and the sprays and stuff like that. Because you know, when you use too much mattifying stuff, it can make your face too matte. And I was wondering about that when I switched from the Beauty Bakery to that, or when I started using the Patrick Star or the Huda powder. But because a lot of the stuff on my face is not going to be like that, I don't think that it matters. And I think I'm going to stick. So I was like, I think I'm going to stick to my Fenty, but I will see. Because I told you I had the About Face concealer in my cart. If I didn't tell y'all, I am thinking about getting certain makeup products. So right now I'm thinking about getting the About Face. I'm also thinking about getting the CoverGirl Elixir one, because although it's one girl who hates it, okay, she absolutely hates it, that I've seen, most people that I see really like it, and people who are my skin tone, like people who are dark. So right now I need to focus, and I'm probably going to use this because just using the mirror is just going to, I can't hold the mirror and do everything that I need to do. So I'm getting a good amount of this Sephora Micro Smooth powder, a good amount of that powder. And then I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to try to blend out some of those creases. I have under eye creases. You have under eyes, especially indented ones, they're going to crease. But I'm trying to work on that. So, and see, that's my problem, because now I'm looking down, and you don't want to really look down. But it's so hard. I told y'all it's so hard. So let me hurry up and set this. And that's just the first part of the powder. And then I can go in and add a little bit more. And this is the thing. People are saying like de-influence. And I'm not saying I think de-influencing is a good thing. I'm not saying that it's not. I'm not saying that it's not. Look at that. We're going to fix that for you. But I think that de-influencing is a great thing. Here is my problem. Can we stop? How about we influence brands to stop coming out with so much stuff? And to, you know, I understand coming out with some stuff, especially being a new brand, but like to keep their products. Like Fenty, that, what is it called? I'm just putting my eyes up now so I can set the top part after I blended that out so it doesn't crease as much. But that Fenty perfume came out so long ago, and the girls are, I just see a resurgence. Are they putting out new perfume? No. They're posting the try and true and getting just more customers from that. Take heed, brand. get you some solid products that you can be keeping for years so that people like me don't have to freaking worry about their stuff not working. It is time for powder. I'm gonna take my powder on this puff, blow it out a little bit, tap it down a little bit, and then I'm going to just put it a little bit under the eyes and then on the cheeks like that. And then whatever is left over, because baby, I messed up my face yesterday, I will just pat lightly right here, pat lightly on the nose and other places, and boom. Now, we are baking. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. We are baking, so I'm gonna add just a little bit of a thicker layer, but only to those part, like this part. My nose. Out my nose with my T-zone. Right there. Just a little, y'all see that little bit of a thicker layer? And a whole pile of product. And then to the nose, because my nose always needs it. I don't know why this part, my middle part of my nose, just want to show out so much. Y'all see that? It keep happening. I don't know why she want to be defined, but I'm going to just let her happen. And that's why I'm practicing my makeup, because things happen. It's okay. Now we are going to do the actual thing that I think has really changed the game for my makeup. And that is this powder that they have again. But now that they have it at Target, so I'm going to start just buying it from Target because Ulta doesn't have it. Y'all see how I'm just putting it on the tip of that? I'm going to, again, dot some of this off. And then we're going to look like this. Can y'all see that? And then okay, I took too much off. I like it to be yellow enough to where you can see the powder. Like y'all can see it right here, but I cannot really see it. Now I'm just trying to make sure they're even, because you can see on this side, it goes a little bit lower than this side. So I'm just about to make sure they're even by bringing this down just a little bit. And then I'm gonna add a little bit on this side, because now I will say I'm adding too much, and we'll see if it comes out better or if it comes out like. Now I like how this eye is. This eye typically do it. This eye has a little bit too much, but that's neither here nor there. We're about to start doing the rest of our face because we're basically done. So everything else will be powder from this point on. So I'm going to use my foundation powder. I'm gonna use my foundation powder, and this is the Infallible 375. I should know this, but I don't. And I actually am going to go over my chin, and you just want to go over all those parts of your face that you did not put foundation or concealer on. And you see how we're not having that same little line that we were having earlier? Yeah, and especially because these parts of my face don't need as much coverage. But I will say, for my wedding day, I am going to wear actual foundation. I just don't have foundation that I'm going to wear right now, because I don't think I'm going to wear the Fenty. I might. I'm in between. I might, but again, I don't think that I am. Especially because look at this. I think if anything, I think I'm gonna go with the CoverGirl one, because look how light, like this foundation is so, this powder foundation is so good, such a good match, that like if I do put something on, I just want it to be really light, really lightweight, really light. Because y'all even see how full that is? This had all types of like, this looked a little bit different, and now it's just back to regular. Now bronzer, and I have actually been using the darkest shade of this. Yes, I use my products so they don't look perfect, but I actually have been using the darkest shade of dark lately. I don't know why. I usually use a mix of both, or this one, especially in the winter time, but I have been using this one, and this is actually the darkest shade that they have. Now it is blush time, and I'm going to use Towel. I'm going to use this shade. This has been the shade that I've been using these last couple of days. This is my favorite shade at the current moment. Now I will need some lip liner. Look how much blush I put on. This is why I'm going to use some cream blush as well, because for my wedding day, because I just love blush and I need my blush to stay. And I need it to look, y'all know blush is the first thing that goes away. If you don't know, it is. So yeah, and I've just been loving blush. I think it does something for my cheeks. Gives them, y'all know my face is very like oval and long, and so I feel like it just does something to give my cheeks a little bit more of that roundness that I see that most girls have that I don't really have. Is there a such thing as too much blush? And I'm not playing. That's a serious question. Is there a such thing as too much blush? I don't think so. I put blush on my nose. He think that is so cute. Okay, there is a such thing, and this is it. But the blush is all the way right there. Okay, but follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me now. Okay, follow me. You see it. You want to be going back and forth with all these colors. I didn't need more on my forehead at all, but I put it there. But you want to be going back and forth with these colors because they're going to help you blend everything out. Now that we have done everything, it is time to press that powder in. So the first thing I'm going to do is, even though it's not really any more powder on my chin, I'm going to press it in. I'm going to press all that powder into my nose. I'm going to press all of that into my forehead. Boom. I'm going to have to blend that out in a little bit. So what I would do is just go in for that line of demarcation with my foundation brush, just to, you know, balance it out a little bit. Yeah. And then I'm going to take this powder puff, but I'm going to, listen, press, because this has so much of that yellow powder in it. I'm going to just be pressing it out to get as much of that off. And then I'm going to press under my eyes and press this in. Blend everything so much more seamlessly. And y'all see that, how much more seamless that is? But you really, really, really want to blend that in. Pat it in as much as possible. That's going to keep you from having that really, really cakey look that I had earlier. And so you can still see where I put it. You can still see it's a little bit of something, but it's not too bad. And then in those other places, like my right here, I'm going to just go in with this powder and press it a little bit, the regular powder that I had, and press it a little bit. And then go back, because I think it took away some of that yellow. And then I'm going to go under my eyes with the, what shade is this? Then I'm going to go under my eyes with Toffee, the micro smooth powder that I used earlier. And I'm going to just add just a little bit under my eyes just to blend it a little bit more seamlessly. And I know it's a bit much. Now we're gonna do eyes, and I know your girl has not been doing eyes, but as of lately, the last 2 days I have. So I would usually use a smaller brush. I would do this, but like I said, I would usually use a smaller brush for my actual eyeshadow after this to give it a little bit more definition. But as of late, I've just been taking my bronzer and just applying it on my eyelid, which I do on the regular, like sometimes. And that just gives us a little base color. And then I'm gonna go in with Leah, with this shade right here, Leah. And I'm going to use this highlighting brush, the F34, and I'm gonna just put this here. This is not really a tutorial. It's more so just showing y'all how I plan to do my face. And I noticed in pictures, I didn't really like how this looked yesterday because it was a little too much right here. So I'm just putting it just directly on my lid. Who is calling me? Asia, hold on. Hey, best friend.
Hello?
Hello, hey, best friend. You're lying.
I'm in Houston. I got a car and everything. I'm driving.
You got a car?
Yeah, I just got a little rental car thing. I'm in Houston, so I'm so excited. Woo!
What?
Because I didn't think that anything was gonna fall into place, but everything fell exactly into place, so I'm here.
Yes.
Can catch up later.
Yes, you can call me whenever you're done, and then I can send you the address to over here.
I'm so hungry. I just need to get something to eat, and I need my nails done, and then I'm all yours.
Period. All right. Well, just let me know. I'm gonna text you the stuff.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
No problem.
Bye.
Bye, best friend. Really, it gives 8 down. And now we're gonna do my favorite part, which is so hard. I don't know how I'm gonna do this on camera. The skin eats. You cannot tell me that it doesn't. You cannot tell me that this doesn't eat, guys. And I don't know why it took me so long to do it. Usually it does not take me this long, but I actually don't know how long it takes me because honestly, as of late, guys, I have just been vibing. When I do my makeup, I'm not really rushing. I'm just seeing, okay, how much time it takes. Same with my skincare, how much time it takes, and I'm starting to learn to allot that time. So instead of doing like how I used to do before, which is I would wake up and I knew how much time I needed to do something, so I would just wake up and then I would just, okay, if I had 10 minutes to get ready, I know what 10 minutes getting ready looks like. If I have 20 minutes, an hour to get ready, I know what that looks like. Versus now, I try to give myself, I'm planning it to where, okay, this is how the person I want to be. If the person I want to be is this beat every day, which she is not, this is special occasion beat, then, you know, I need to allot this time. I need to allot 2 hours, 3 hours to get, when I want to be pretty, especially like this beat, with it being this type of beat being so new to me and just all the steps that I do, I need to give myself 2 hours to get ready. Look at that. I have a little drop right there, but other than that, look at the lashes. They're eating. I do give spider lash sometimes, and I am not ashamed. That's one of the reasons why I'm not wearing lashes on my wedding day, though, because I don't want to be giving spider lash on the wedding day. But any other day, spider. I will give Clump City. I will give, she puts on, we can tell she has on mascara. Why? Because I need you to be able to. I don't have lashes like that. So to be able to do this is just amazing to me. To be able to do this. It's girls who put on lashes to get this. Especially this eye. This eye is a little bit more clumpy, less wispy on the top. On the bottom, this eye eats. But on the top, this eye eats. Because I've been doing so much orange, even though on my wedding day, I don't think I'm going to do orange. I think I'm going to do orange blush and everything and have this go, but I don't think I'm going to do orange lip. But because I've been doing so much, I have this Milani. I have this Milani Fruit Fetish. It is in the passion fruit coconut lip oil. This was the only one I was missing at first. I wasn't going to get it because it was orange, and y'all know orange can make your teeth look a little yellow. But I actually like it because it's the closest one to clear to me. The raspberry one is also like a very natural one. It doesn't really look like you have much on your lips, but they also have a tint. Like this still gives me an orange tint to me, very light. It's not like a a real orange tint, but especially compared to the other ones, I could see it. To y'all, it might look clear, because like I said, this is the one that is, for me, the most clear. I've been wearing my hair in this side little thing, and I think I'm gonna put it in the same thing today. And the reason why I'm gonna do that is because also on the actual day I'm going to shave, but on the actual day I want a updo. So I want it to be like, at least for the actual ceremony, I want it to be wrapped up like this. And then for the wedding, for the reception is when I'm gonna take it down. And I have some different styles for that I will talk to you about. But I am definitely going to dye my hair for the wedding. I've already decided. And I have already decided that I'm going to dye my hair. I haven't decided if I'm gonna wear a wig, weave, or braids, but I kind of am really wanting to wear my real hair, so we shall see. All right, y'all, so this is my beat. Y'all can clearly see I'm obsessed with it. Hopefully I don't regret the spider eyes, but other than that, I'm gonna be wearing lashes anyway, so none of this will really matter. But yes, I love it. If you like this video, if you like the makeup, you want more makeup looks, give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you share this video so that we can get some more people into this potato family. And last but not least, you know what you gotta do. You gotta subscribe to my channel so you can grow with your girl. So you can grow with your girl. So you can grow with your girl. Break it down. Break it down.